Is there anything worse than crushing a workout, only to look down at your Fitbit Charge 6 and realize the battery is nearly dead because the GPS drained it? Or maybe you finished a 5K, but your map looks like you ran through buildings because the signal dropped? If you're nodding your head, you need to change one specific setting right now. Hi everyone, I'm Anna. Welcome back to For Real, where we give you real tech tips for real life. Today, I'm showing you how to enable dynamic GPS hot on your Fitbit Charge 6. This is the secret sauce to balancing accurate tracking with all-day battery life. In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how to turn it on, explain why it's better than the other modes, and stay tuned, I'll give you some troubleshooting tips for when it refuses to connect. Let's dive in. Before we push the buttons, it's super important to understand what dynamic GPS actually does, so you know if it's right for your specific workout today. The Charge 6 actually has 3 ways to track your location. First, there's built-in GPS. This uses the sensors inside the watch itself. It's great if you want to run completely phone-free, but it is a massive battery hog. It can drain your Charge 6 in just a few hours. That is where dynamic GPS comes in to save the day. It's a smart hybrid system. When you have your phone with you, like in a pocket or armband, the Fitbit piggybacks off your phone's GPS sensors. This saves your watch battery significantly. But if you leave your phone behind, the watch automatically switches back to its own sensors. It gives you the best of both worlds without you having to toggle settings every single morning. Speaking of GPS, here's a quick trivia question for you. We use it every day for running and driving, but do you know how many satellites are actually required to pinpoint your location accurately? Is it 2, 3, or 4? Hold that thought. I'll give you the answer right after we finish the tutorial setup. All right, grab your Charge 6 and let's get this set up. It's hidden a little deep in the menus, so follow along closely. Step 1. From your main clock face, swipe down repeatedly. You are looking for the Settings on menu. It's usually at the very bottom, so keep swiping until you see the gear icon. Go ahead and tap Settings. Step 2. Now that we are in Settings, we need to find the GPS config. Swipe up, scrolling down the list, until you see the option simply labeled GPS. Tap that to open it. Step 3. You'll see the current mode displayed here. If it says built-in or phone only, just tap the screen. Every time you tap, it cycles to the next mode. Keep tapping until the text turns red and says dynamic. And that's it. You've enabled dynamic mode. You can now press the side button to go back to your home screen. Quick pause. If you manage to find that setting, give this video a thumbs up right now. It really helps the channel out. And let me know in the comments, do you usually run with your phone, or do you prefer to go light? I'm curious to see how you guys train. Okay, back to our trivia question. I asked how many satellites are needed for accurate GPS. The answer is 4. 3 satellites can calculate your position on a 2D map, latitude and longitude. But the 4th is required to determine altitude and correct for time errors. Your Fitbit works hard to find those signals. Now, dynamic GPS is great, but it's not perfect. Sometimes the handoff between your phone and the watch can fail. Here is my 4 real pro tip checklist to make sure it works every time. First, because dynamic mode relies on your phone, your Bluetooth must be on. If you turn off Bluetooth to save phone battery, dynamic GPS will break. Second, and this is the one everyone forgets, make sure the Fitbit app is open in the background on your phone. If you force close the app, the watch can't talk to the phone's GPS. And finally, check your phone's permission settings. The Fitbit app needs always-on location access, not just while using app, to ensure the track doesn't cut out when you lock your phone screen. There you have it. You are now a dynamic GPS master. By using this setting, you're going to see much better battery life on your Charge 6, which means less time on the charger and more time hitting your goals. If this video saved you a headache, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. We have a whole playlist of Charge 6 tips popping up on the screen right now. Click that if you want to master the rest of your device. Thanks for watching For Real, and I'll see you in the next one.